looking at the world through that lens, a lens I've never looked at before. And I feel like we're going backwards, not forwards. Identity politic culture that we have is making the divide that much bigger. I feel like I never noticed it before, and now, like I said about a woman comes on, and now I reflexively find myself going, "That was smart," like I said, and that was a woman. Or a black guy will come on, and I'll say, "Boy, what he said, he's an attorney," and then at the end of it, I'll go, "I really got a lot from what he said." Oh, and he was black. And I never did that before. I've never done that before. My family's never done that before. And I find now, to me, that society and identity politics, and I look at it as a negative. I look at it, me doing that, that's not good. That's not something I want to be doing. But I feel like it's pounded into me every single day that I'm reflexively looking at the world through that lens, a lens I've never looked at before. And I feel like we're going backwards, not forwards. How do you feel?
I would say right off the top, when you say identity politics is a negative thing, I would say yes, and here's why. But I'll put a slightly different spin on it. I do believe that when we look at let's just say, and again, we have to use stereotypes, right? Just to even have a conversation. I hate to even go here.
Right.
Let's just,
That's why we're having this conversation, right?
Exactly. The third rail, right? So when you look at how, let's say, Black History Month has been portrayed for years and years, it was designed by Carter G. Woodson in, I would say, maybe 30s, in the 20s or 30s, to address the issue of not there being no mention of Blacks in certain contexts in history. I mean, we can go all about the educational system. That's a whole other thing. I can dig into that. But there was this, for me personally, there was this then big push on everybody during February. Let's make sure all the Black heroes are out there. Let's talk about Harriet Tubman, and let's talk about this. I'm talking about as a teacher, obviously, and probably in popular culture now. Yes, there's a big push in this February. Let's push out all these Black heroes, African American heroes, and then the rest of the year, now not as much, but before in February, that was like the only mention you got in terms of popular culture and history and all the kind of stuff. It kind of went by the wayside. I always felt that was more harm than good. To say 1 month is the only time we speak about this, and we try to push it, even though it was a good-hearted effort and was needed in a time of segregation, in a time that people didn't really pay attention at all to that history. I believe history should have been taught all along in a holistic way. But it did kind of, to me, backfire a lot. Mm-hmm. Now maybe there's some correction in that, but that identity acceptance of only this particular way of looking at people, and only this particular, these are the Blacks you should pay attention to, or these are the heroes, and that means everybody else is kind of like just trying to aspiring to this big, I don't know what to call it. I guess an idol. I don't know, but just this example of my culture. I never liked that. What I never liked was I don't like they're always having to celebrate the first Black this, the first Black that, the first Black that. I wanted it to be, let's celebrate eventually, hopefully. Let's just talk about the fact that he is president of the United States, or he is attorney general, or he is a doctor or a lawyer. The first thing always got, even though I know it's important that we had a first, because of culture and because of segregation and because of these issues, we didn't have them. So it's okay to celebrate it. But what I feel that we do is we do I think maybe we can agree on, it goes beyond just celebrating uniqueness. I believe in uniqueness. I believe we should celebrate people's culture and celebrate who they are and look at the whole person, including their race, as part of who they are. But what I think identity politics goes too far is when we focus only on that, and only on their ethnicity, or only on their gender, like as you mentioned.